that's bigger than me so that I can get better direction, and better peace at times, because God's not just there for direction. I believe that he's also there, for reflection and for rest, and just to be able to, I don't know.
Do you pray every day?
I pray every day. Yeah.
Me too. I'm a scientist, but I'm a believer. I've always believed in God, and I used to hide praying. Because I grew up in a complicated home religiously we've got a real mixed family, but also like the attitudes about religion, very mixed. Some very positive, some not positive. But a few years ago, a friend of mine who was a former tier 1 operator and he's run some of my security stuff, he encouraged me to start reading the Bible. And I was like, wow, there's so much wisdom here. And then he encouraged me to start praying. And I know people some people roll their eyes. Some people will be like, get it immediately. When you start praying before sleeping in the morning, I prayed right before I came in here. I went in the bathroom. I literally get on my knees and pray before anything important this morning, at night. And people go, how can you be a scientist and believe in God? And it's like, well, easy. Because as a scientist, you learn that even as let's just say a vision scientist, there are animals that can see parts of the visual spectrum that we can't see. UV light, infrared light, pit vipers can see it. Mosquitoes see things we don't see. So the moment you start just thinking, wait, our human brain can understand and make sense of certain things, but not others through logic and reasoning and emotion, you go, well, there's this not just possibility of an entire set of energies out there that we're not aware of. It's absolutely certain. And then you go, well, that's a big leap to the idea that there's a guy or, and his son is is Christ, and Christ was resurrected. But when you start reading the stories and you start looking at our real world experience, you go, so much of this makes sense, and it doesn't make nature and science any less interesting. It makes it more interesting. It makes it and more important. It's like we're here. I believe that we're here to access that energy, allow it come through us.
Yeah.
I don't think we podcast. I think energy comes through us and we podcast.
Oh, I think the funnest thing sometimes is getting an idea, because I'm like, this didn't come from me.
Right.
What the hell am I doing? I'm just something out here that's trying to position myself to be the best receptor. It's almost like when you're trying to put those dog ears out for a television or whatever, an old black and white TV, and you're trying to pick up the signal. It's like, I'm just trying to best get myself in situation to receive a decent signal.
Do you believe, yesterday I was in a conversation with a Stanford and Harvard trained psychiatrist, one of the smartest people I know. And he said to me, him talking, he said, I believe in miracles. He's like, there are miracles. And I was like, really? And he explained a case of a patient, there is no way this person should still be alive, let alone flourishing as they are. The number of things that had to organize for that to work out. And, so I'm kind of obsessed these days with this notion of miracles.
Oh, I love that. Have you considered, because we will sometimes interview people who have had a miracle experience happen to them, and it's really fascinating sometimes just to hear some of their stories. It's something I would like to do more. One of the things I want to do is I want to come over to